Can you actually live alone in London with £1,000 a month? That's what we're exploring today. In this video, I'll show you exactly what studio flats you can rent in London right now for that budget. We'll see the good, the bad, and the downright unacceptable. I am obsessed with the London rental market, and I made it my mission to help newcomers settle here stress-free. Every month, I review with full transparency the latest listings, so you can see what your money really gets you in today's London market. So let's jump in and see what £1,000 a month gets you this month. We are starting with this studio advertised at £1,000 a month, which is in North London in Zone 3. Crouch Hill Overground is a 7-minute walk, and you have Highgate on the Northern Line nearby as well. The entrance door opens directly onto the main room, which is not big, let's be honest. Directly on the left, there is a double bed. And then over here on the right, there is the kitchen area, which is a bit odd, but we have our essentials. A fridge, a stove oven, a bit of storage and countertop, and a washing machine. The view is quite nice. It's bright and open, it feels private, and it is facing the garden, so it should be quiet enough. It makes me laugh that they are showing this weird storage space like it's the big highlight of the place. But at least it exists, so why not? And finally, there is the bathroom. It's not super modern or nice, and the sink is tiny, but it does the job, and there is not one but 2 windows. One last perk for this place, council tax is included, so you will save around £100 a month. In my opinion, this place is average. It's nothing special, but it's a decent option if you are on a £1,000 a month budget and you really want to live alone. Here you will have your privacy, you have all the essentials, and you have a nice view. And you're not far from public transport. If being close to central London is important to you, the next listing could be a good one for you, and it's also a bit cheaper. This flat is listed at £932 a month, and it is located in Zone 2 in northwest London. We have Cricklewood Station and Kilburn Station, both about a 10-minute walk. It's not big, but the room is somewhat separated between the sleeping area and the kitchen area. Over here there is a bed, a table and a chair, and a bit of storage with this wardrobe and small chest of drawers. The kitchen area has proper countertop space, a small stove, an oven, and a tiny bit of storage. The good thing is that we have a window. And finally, this is the bathroom. It's pretty average, but it is a decent size, and it looks like there is a window on this wall. I'm not showing you this place because I think it's a great apartment that will feel like your long-term home. Of course not. But this is very well located in Zone 2, close to public transport and to a high street. And it's a proper studio with its own kitchen and bathroom. It might sound obvious, but too many agents seem to forget this basic fact and advertise room in-house shares as studios. So having your own space in this area of London for under £1,000 a month is rare enough to be highlighted. Speaking of central, I found a studio in Zone 1 listed at less than £1,000 a month. They are asking £975 a month for it, and it is in Kensington. We are a 2-minute walk from West Kensington Station, but it's also not far from Earl's Court. You probably guessed that a property at this price in this neighborhood is not a mansion. But this place has a couple of perks that made it worth a look. This is what the main room looks like. There are a couple of shelves and storage options. The kitchen is just a sink and a hob, and I hope that there is a fridge behind this door. The room is quite small, so you probably won't be able to fit more than a double bed. Or maybe a sofa bed would help keep the space more breathable. However, the first perk is the size of the bathroom. It's huge, there is already some storage space, but you could fit more. I think if it was me, I would move the bookshelf from the main room over here. It would free up space in the reception area and make the most of this bathroom. The second bonus is that council tax is included, which will save you about £100 a month. I know it's not the most exciting place, but it's also a rare opportunity. So I thought I'd include it in case it's a good match for you. And if you're flat hunting right now, you might like my weekly London top picks. It's a free newsletter where I share the best deals around London every week, for all budgets, not only £1,000. I'll put the link below if you're interested. This next studio is advertised at £1,000 a month, and it is in North London, not far from Finsbury Park. It's in Zone 2, and it's exactly between Archway and Finsbury Park stations. Both are a 12-minute walk. So you have the Northern Line, Victoria Line, Piccadilly Line, and Thames Link. It's even smaller than the previous place. It's only 13 square meters, or 140 square feet according to the floor plan. Before I show you the pictures, if you're new to my channel, you need to know that I only show you the best deals. So when we look at this tiny studio for which the landlord wants £1,000 a month, just remember that it is still one of the 5 best listings for the entire month for this budget. With that being said, this is what the place looks like. There is this room where you need to put the bed, or maybe a sofa bed would work better here. It's not easy to furnish because there are doors or windows everywhere. There is the entrance door, the bathroom door, the window leading to the patio, and the opening onto the kitchen. Actually, this wardrobe might make things even more complicated, so if it was me, I might ask the landlord to remove it. The bathroom is also incredibly small and it is no one's dream bathroom. But there is a shower, sink and toilet, which is not always the case at this price. Now for the pros. First of all, we have an outdoor space. We can't see much of it, but it's at the back of the house, so it's not facing a busy street, and it looks like there is enough space for a table and a couple of chairs. And then there is the kitchen, which is the biggest highlight here. There is a proper oven and stove, plenty of cupboards and drawers, a window, and a washing machine. So if you want your own space in central London and you want a real cooking space, not the usual sink and mini fridge combo, this might work for you. The next listing is the cheapest of today's selection. It's a studio listed at £925 a month and it is in West London in Ealing. It's a 2-minute walk from North Ealing, which is in Zone 3 on the Piccadilly line, but it's also not far from Ealing Broadway, where you can catch the Central, District and Elizabeth line. This station will be a 10-minute walk. We don't have many photos, but from what we can see, it looks slightly bigger than other studios in this budget. The kitchen is very basic, with a cheap hotplate thing and cupboard doors that look like they are about to give up. Then in the main room, there is a big wardrobe, so that's convenient, as well as space for a double bed. And then this is the bathroom, which is better than the rest of the studio in my opinion. It's fully tiled, there is a window and a big shower, and it looks decently maintained. There is also a communal laundry area and a big communal garden, which is a plus. I just wanted to pause for a second and show you this screenshot of a different listing but in a similar neighborhood. You can see that the price is above our budget, yet the kitchen is questionable. It doesn't even deserve the name kitchen. It's basically a sink in a dark corner and a dodgy fridge. So I know that the studios I'm showing you today are far from ideal, but they are still better than 99% of what is currently available in this price range. With that being said, I found a studio that is slightly bigger than the others and that is in a cool neighborhood, so let's have a look. It's just north of Hackney. Hackney Central Overground and High Street are a 15-minute walk, but you also have Homertime Station, which is slightly closer. It's just over 18 square meter or 200 square feet. There is a main room with a double bed, a wardrobe and an OK kitchen. It's not the prettiest, but it is functional. There is a stove, oven, extractor fan, storage, a washing machine, and a full-size fridge. And then on the side there is a bathroom, which is also very basic, but in decent condition. I look at so many listings every day, and honestly, I am tired of these landlords that just do the bare minimum and wait to cash in ridiculous rent every month. I think that small spaces are inevitable in big cities like London. But it doesn't mean that studios need to be this boring, barely decent space where they just dropped a couple pieces of furniture like a toddler bored with their Legos. There are so many cool ways to transform a small space into a well thought out, practical home. But it would require the landlords to care and to spend more than the bare minimum, and unfortunately, it's not going to happen. I will end my rant here, but I hope this was useful. And if you'd like to see what a slightly higher budget could get you, click here to watch my selection of places for £1,200 a month or less.